Hey everyone, so we're down at our camp slash hunting spot in Connecticut. We got a little bit of brush hogging to do with the tractor. We got everybody down here, dogs holding down the camp. We have the field to do. My camera's probably not going to pick it up too well, but this will be our second cut of the season, and it should be the last one before winter. So yeah, this is my first time brush hogging this property. We have about 20 acres to cut. I'll be cutting it with the tractor. My dad will be cutting it with the four-wheeler. I'm sure you'll see him in passing, but curious to see how much quicker this the 5-foot brush hog is compared to the 4-foot that was on the 1025. So yeah, we'll jump right into it and bring you along.
right, so we finished the first 7 of 20 acres. I want to show you something real quick. So you saw the kind of terrain we're dealing with, pretty hilly. The grass wasn't too bad, but you know, it was still, brush hog was still running at Maybe probably around 510 RPMs. But I filled this up before I started, and check out this fuel. That's all this thing used for fuel. So I know it's a little dirty, but any of you guys out there with the 2038s, let me know how that fuel economy is. But this thing, I don't notice any lack of power with the 32 horse, and it like sips fuel no matter what you're doing. You could see I was pushing some of the brush back, keeping, reclaiming some of the field. Temp stayed good. What you want to make sure is this grill stays nice and clean. This actually isn't too bad. This one doesn't have the screen inside, so like the 1025, you'd have the grill and then like a secondary screen right before the radiator. You'd have to keep an eye on if that got clogged. But temp stayed nice and cool. I just shut this down, and you can see that the temps are good. But we're gonna go finish the second half of the field. Right, so we just about done here. This field was a lot thicker than the other ones, but we're all set. This is what I was mentioning earlier, is those of you who are new to brush hogging with these tractors, is checking the front. I've been watching the temperature's been fine, but this will be the second time I clean this out. If you shut it off, this will just wipe right out, but you want to make sure that this is clean, because this is where all the air comes in to cool the radiator. So but yeah, we're just about done. So this is, like I mentioned, 5-foot brush cutter on here, County Line. Okay, this was really thick. You'll see from the time lapse earlier the field that was cut twice. This was only cut once this year, right?
Yep. First time it was cut this year.
So, but yeah, both of these machines make quick work of that. This is a Deere tow behind brush hog. How many? This was.
Yeah, it's 21 horse.
21.
Roller, 48 inch.
With modifications to the wheels. What else was done to this?
Modified this front. We added this whole plate. You can see it was welded on. Used to have more settings, but we welded it on because this pin, which holds it at an angle, was only going in about I don't know, maybe a 1/4 inch or so. So I added this plate, so it gave it another 1/2 inch, So now it's grabbing by a 1/2 inch, so it's not, because I was bending the other one and it had like a 1/2 inch pin. Now it's got a 5/8 pinch, and it grabs a lot deeper, so it holds up much. So it gets quite a bit of torque when it's way out there on the side. But it's nice because you don't have to run the machine in the tall grass. The mower takes it off, so you don't get it loaded up.
Nice. So yeah, between the two machines, it makes pretty quick work of it. So like I mentioned earlier, we got 20 acres we're brush hogging, and we're all done. So we got these two.
Probably started about noon too, right?
Yeah, 11, 12. So we got it done between the two machines in about 5-6 hours, somewhere around there. So like I was mentioning, this thing is crazy efficient. We did all that brush hogging on, you know, we still have over a 1/2 tank. And what I mean by 1/2 tank is this is an 8-gallon tank, so probably use around 4 gallons to do all that brush hogging. Stayed nice and cool. Like I mentioned, just if you're new to brush hogging with these, make sure you keep an eye on, and you're brush hogging tall grass, make sure you keep an eye on that front. But anyway, it's shower time and time for some dinner. So I hope you enjoyed what you see. If you like what you see, hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.